Even nature is disciplined and structured. That's the only reason we are able to track all the seasons. That's the reason we are able to track time. That we know right now it's day and in some time it will be night. So that's how the nature works. It is disciplined and structured. We know right now it's summer and next season will be autumn and next season will be winter. Everything is happening in a structured way, in a set amount of time. You just know that even nature is following a rhythm, a structure. In simple terms, we can say even nature is disciplined. If nature was not so structured, we won't even be able to grow crops because that requires certain seasons. If if the nature just randomly shuffled seasons week after week, we won't be able to grow crops. Discipline is the this structure is a universal law. The reason why you need discipline in your life because life is uncertain already, and the things that you can control, if you are not even certain in those aspects, in those areas of your life that you can control, then your life will be a mess. You will feel insane. Even the things that are in your control, they will feel like out of control. You will feel like you will feel very messy and all over the place, very scattered. If the things that are in your control, that on what time you can wake up, on what time you can work, these are the things that are in your control. If you apply structure and discipline in these areas of life that you can control, then you will have sufficient amount of certainty to deal with the uncertain things of life. So you desperately need discipline to feel sane. Discipline seems like a very dreadful word. If you want to change the word, you can change it to a system. Change the word to system. You need a system in your life that helps you to feel a little bit sane and grounded. Having structure in your life will make you feel sane and certain, and life is full of uncertainty. That is the duality of life. If you want to live a smooth, balanced life, you have to have some level of certainty in order to enjoy the uncertainty. So that is the importance of having a structure in your life, having discipline in your life. You have to control the things that are in your hands. If you are just living a completely scattered life, you don't even know what time you wake up. Someday you wake up 7 a.m., someday you wake up 10 a.m. If that's your life, you will feel like a mess. You will feel so scattered. You will never feel peaceful and content with your life. Because even the things that were certain, that were there to make you feel sane, you did not apply any structure to those things. So now your whole life is uncertain. You don't feel sane anymore. If you want to feel sane and content and balanced, you need structure in your life. Because that is the only thing that will help you feel sane in your life. That will help you feel certain in your life, so that you can finally enjoy the uncertainty instead of constantly dreading about, oh, this is happening to me, that is happening to me. No. You need certainty, some level of certainty in your life, and applying discipline, structure, and creating a system that will help you integrate that certainty in your life. Now you know that discipline is not something man made, it is not something to torture you. The whole universe is just applying this law of discipline. Everything is happening in a structured way. Seasons are happening in a structured way. Day and night and time is going in a structured way. Everything is happening in a certain way. And there is enough room for uncertainty as well. That is the balance of life. That is the yin and yang. There is enough structure in your life to help you feel grounded. There is enough structure in the whole universe to make it feel very sustainable and grounded place. so that it's not just a scattered mess, but there is also enough uncertainty in the universe. That is the feminine side, the uncertainty, the so that you can enjoy the color. That is the color, because discipline feels so bland and colorless. It has a purpose here. It is balancing things out with the feminine. Discipline is a masculine thing, and structure is a masculine thing. It is balancing the feminine out. It looks so plain and bland that, oh, everything is happening in a set in a specific rhythm. Everything is just so set in stone. But there is this room for uncertainty, which is so colorful and in a way very mysterious. Hold up, I'm sweating. Uncertainty is mysterious and magical. We don't know what is going to happen, and that is what makes us feel so alive. That is what makes us feel so in in this state of, oh, what surprise will we get. That is the color, that is the uncertainty. The messiness has its place. So you need discipline in your life to enjoy life, which is uncertain. So you need to have a balance. But if you don't have any kind of discipline and structure in your life, you'll just feel messy and scattered all over the place. You won't be able to enjoy the uncertainty that life has to provide. It goes either way. If you're just disciplined and so certain and everything has, if you want to control every single thing in your life, then you will feel so bland and so colorless. You need to have a balance between this discipline and uncertainty. You get the point now. If you find the word discipline a bit dreadful, you can replace it with system. That feels a bit like a scientist. That, oh, I have system in my life. I'm very systematic. If the word discipline has negative negative meaning to you, you can replace it with system. I personally don't have any negative meaning associated with discipline, so I love the word discipline. You get the point now. Discipline is not something man-made, like I said. It is a universal law. It is the whole universe is following this rhythm, the balance between discipline and uncertainty, certainty and uncertainty, discipline and messiness. It is a balance. But either you are, if you are watching this video, you're probably on the messier side. You are just scattered and messy. There is no discipline in your life. That's why you feel so unbalanced. So anyways, you get the point that you need to be balanced. I'm not saying just become extremely disciplined. I'm saying that have a balance. You still have the room for uncertainty, for messiness, for being scattered and allowing life to happen. But you still have enough discipline to actually enjoy that, to not feel bad about that, to not involve in life with a scattered mind. Your mind is grounded and you're enjoying the messiness of life, the uncertainty of life. You need discipline for that. Discipline will ground you. So yeah, that's all I would like to say. Have an awesome day.